Huawei is a telecommunication company that has been in the market manufacturing phones since 1997. The brand is also the largest telecom infrastructure maker in the world, and today on our new Discovery Show we feature its latest brand in the market, Huawei Y9 2019.
Huawei started small in the 1987, so only 30 years. So now is Huawei. So we already globally we have 180,000 employees and works globally, and 45% work in the R&D department, and also 54% local employees in the over 170 countries.
So today we have a bigger display on our Huawei Y9 2019. We have a bigger display, 6.5 inches. And as you said, why are we having a bigger screen? We gave a solution to this, that now the viewing experience of our consumers becomes better. And with that experience, they can be able to watch videos, they can be able to play games, they can be able to multitask easily on our Huawei Y9 2019. Apart from that, the screen to body ratio is now improved. We are now at 19:5:9. This is because of the notch. The notch now brings about the 5 in terms of the screen to body ratio. Huawei becomes the first smartphone company to be given the TÜV Rheinland certification. TÜV Rheinland is a German company, and this certification was meant to ensure that the blue screen on the device will always ensure that our consumers will not get fatigue with their eyes when they use our phones for longer. So we usually say that it filters out harsh frequencies and reduce the blue light damage, as well as accommodating for the eye comfort view. So these will always ensure that our consumers don't get eye fatigue when they are using our device for longer.
We unpack the new Huawei Y9 that's just been launched into the Kenyan market. What edge does it bring, and how will it compete in Kenya's smartphone network?
For this market, consumer always take care about their battery, their camera, and the memory. So only our Y9 combine all these specifications. They have big battery, they have big memory, and we have good camera.
This week on the new Discovery Show, we speak to Steve Lashes and Bros Clinic, and we get to know more about his business and just what he is all about. Even though he is a man, he does beauty.
We specialize mostly in eyebrows new technologies and lashes. When we mean eyebrows new technologies, we mean like microblading, micro shading, and the latest ombre. And when it comes to lashes, it's just lashes extensions. And also we have other things we do, like nails and hair.
His motivation comes from a good Samaritan who sponsored him and changed his life from hawking to owning a beauty parlor.
Sometimes motivation does not have come very like when you're very young, because other dreams, they don't come true. Like you wanted to be a pilot and you're not a pilot today. But something can happen in your life and you can say to yourself, no, I can be a pilot in this sector of life. What motivated me, it was there was a guy who had a salon in Zimmerman. And not so much interaction, but one day he came to church and he said that he would like to sponsor some people. And since there was a hawker in town selling shoes, you know, when you have one shoe in your hand and another one in the bag because of the cancer. So I thought I can give it a try and change the life.
Steve believes it is good to be employed fast before owning your beauty parlor in order to be thorough.
Starting in this field, sometimes it's good when you get employed fast. So you will know how the products are get used to, and sometimes like that. Okay, there are people who get out of college and they go straight to the business, but I like it's always good to get into some employment. So I got into employment like 1 year, and starting the business was around 20,000 was enough.
He offers new technologies of eyebrow services, micro braiding, micro shading, long-lasting eyelashes, ultrasound facial, and also cavitation slimming system.
Mainly we are dealing with eyebrows, new technologies, like I said, like new trends in the beauty. Like you have like micro braiding that can last between 5 to 7 years, micro shading that is a combination of micro blading and the ombre, and then we have the ombre that looks like an eye pencil well applied. The next thing that we offer here, we offer lashes. We offer lashes that are long lasting, like you can have waterproof lashes that can go like 8 weeks. And we also do lashes that can last you like 2 weeks if you don't want something to last you too long. The next thing we do facials. We do ultrasound facials that deal with the skin inside. You know, most of the facials will just clean the outer side of the face, but sometimes if you're having acne, you're having pimples, something that's happening inside, something that's had to go down into your colon. So with ultrasound facial, it deals with what has been lodged in the skin, inside the skin. Yeah, you know, between the skin and the tissue, there is a layer of fat. So that's why ultrasound facial goes through. We have another treatment called cavitation slimming system. Cavitation slimming system deals with the fat that is deposited in the belly. Sometimes you get the body will deposit the fat in your hands. So we have treatment we call cavitation slimming system. It melts the fat. That fat is turned into glucose and protein. You know, body does not store either. When the body uses maybe the protein that you have eaten today, the rest is just excreted out. So that's what happens to the fat that has been melted.
In cavitation slimming system, someone loses 2 inches of fat in every session.
Every single session you'll be losing like 2 inches of fat. It doesn't deal with body mass, but with body weight, but body mass. Like when you come when you're 48, coming out will be 46 inches. Now come again and again. That's all. It has to go with the very high discipline of how you're eating, because it's all about how you eat. You are what you eat. That's what they say.
Steve believes he is always ahead of his competitors, knowing new products and services around the market.
I would say I tried so much hard to be a step ahead. All right. Like when I started doing threading, it was not so much done with not very many salons were doing threading. But when they started catching up with me, then I went to lashes. So when they came to lashes, then again I'm into other beauty trends. So that keeps me ahead, and also keeps my clients ahead on knowing what's happening and having what is happening, maybe like the micro braiding that's right now in the US, in China, you know, those first world parts of the world. You know, what they have there, they can have it here and have it done professionally.
He believes the customer is always right in his business, and he always listens to his customers.
That will mean like a client will get what they want. If it comes to makeup, we started makeup, like doing makeup just like 2 months ago. Like we don't just go for any product, you see. You have to go for something like when a client can look at it and say, oh, this is an original product. So they have that, even part telling me like, this does not work well, see. And I listen to them because they say customer is always right.
He also uses quality products at his business.
Mine, I'll put it this way, like last year I went to Guangzhou just to train for microblading, and you see it will take a lot of like around 200,000 Kenyan money to 300,000. So you just go there and pay that money and get trained, and coming back home, people don't know this thing, you have to keep on reminding them, keep on telling them this, the benefits.
Being a risk taker, Steve believes that the bigger the risk, the bigger the returns.
I have respect for anybody who does something that really shows that they are giving too much profession into it. I would say, yeah, they're there, and many of them, because now like we are in Instagram, we are in Twitter, we are in all those things. Like you get in Twitter, I have this guy, he does this job. Instagram, I have this lady. I have to follow her daily. I have to know what she's doing in the morning, in the lunchtime, in the evening. Even before I sleep, I want to know what she has done then.
He believes his employees are the right team to work for him.
When you have people who know what they're doing and why they came to work in the morning, somebody wants to do some nails, the guy that you're giving to do the nails, there's no question. You don't keep going back there to see what they're doing. They're finishing the work and it's good. You have people that I'm working with that they know what they're doing.
He is happy that his incentives are aligned to his line of business. His customers also help him in knowing what is new in the market.
I would say it's aligned because I'm happy every morning when I'm coming to work, and I'm happy every time that I'm talking to my clients, and I'm very happy to wake up the next day and come do what I'm doing. I have the right customers, and I would say sometimes they even help me to know what is happening, okay? They'll come across something, maybe in social media, and they send it to me immediately. Steve, have you seen this? You see? So I'll say me and my clients, we have that good working relations.
Having a great working team in his business, he believes it can't operate without his presence.
Over some few years ago, I have been having people who have come to my place. I have trained them more. From the salon level, I've trained them more to what they're supposed to do, the work. So sometimes I'm not around and the work still goes on.
Steve encourages hard decisions all the time, and he welcomes failure in order to challenge him where he learns more in other more advanced levels.
If a customer tells you this is not right, so you have to go back and do what is right. I welcome failure just to make me learn something. That's because everybody says that, Steve, you're too Kosawa, you're top, you're doing this, you're doing that, then that's where somebody will relax. But if somebody, I like it so much when a client will tell me this eyebrow and this, they are not the same. Because I give myself more time. Just where did I go wrong? Did I go wrong with my measurements? And that makes me to go to the level that I have not yet reached. Because there are levels that I've gone and attain through my years of the beauty industry.
He feels that if given a chance, he would provide good salaries to people in order for them to visit salons.
The economy thing that right now is affecting everybody. Some people want to do this, but they cannot do that. And also when you're bringing something from outside, the tax and all that. Sometimes I think if there's anything that would change is if I was able to give people big salaries, ndio wakuja salon.
He feels that if given a chance, he would provide good salaries to people in order for them to visit salons. He began his beauty services with only 100 shillings.
I say 20,000 because I had to pay some rent somewhere. But there was a time I was not paying some rent. But I was dealing with eyebrows. Do you know, I started with 100 shillings. Nanunua uzi 10 bob, IP nanunua 20 bob. What else do I need? How much is that? 30 bob. Spirit and wire 40 bob. How much is that? 70. What else do you need? Cotton wool. 20 bob. That's 90 bob. Uko kazi. Ideas.
He believes it's always wise to go for training before using any new machines in a business.
To avoid too much challenges and trying and thinking like this can work like this, I like going for training first. I went for training for cavitation, I went for training for the ultrasound facial. So from the training, now the company that's training you, they'll tell you this is what we use and they'll show you how to do it. A lot of things are flop because people just, they'll come around here and see, oh, this is how you do microblading, or this is the machine you are using, or this is the tool that you're using. They will rush the internet and just buy, and they don't know how to use it. Sometimes these things they have if you use it maybe for a generation of time, let's say it's supposed to be used like 45 minutes, and then you extend for 1.5 hours, it will burn out.
He does a lot of training and research every day for his business.
First, I like going for training, yeah, not to have challenges. And if I have challenges with the machines, the company knows me because they have trained me, so it's just a matter of email and they bring me a good.
It is always wise to buy from well-recognized places to avoid disappointments.
If you just buy somewhere in the street, where is the guarantee? Where is the warranty? You know. You have to do with it more with God. Sababu. God is the one who gives you ideas. You know, God will never give you money. God will never give you money. But God will deposit an idea very early in the morning. That idea now brings you money. So if somebody has an idea and they're not implementing it, it's fear, because they're fearing to fail, they're fearing what people will say, they're fearing all this and that. There's a story that goes on about these bulb lights, that the guy who did this, they did like a 999 tests, and the assistant was giving up. Then he tells them, no, let's try one more time. So the 1,000th time, the bulb did ikawaka. So we could all be in the darkness if that guy who discovered these lights would have given a 999. So no matter how many times you try out and you feel like it's failing, just keep on trying. There's a story in the Bible. There's a guy called Elisha, and he says there's going to be rain, you see? And then it's very dry. And then he sends his servant. He tells him, go look out in the sky because it's going to rain. It's going to rain. Then the servant goes out 6 times, and each time he comes, he tells him, there's nothing. There's no sign of rain. 6 times. Then he tells him, go again outside there and check. Then the servant goes out again, and he sees a small cloud, just like a fist. Then he comes and tells the man of God, just a small cloud I've seen somewhere in the west. Then he tells him, right now, tell the king to get back to his horses. Speed, back kwa palace. Now the servant could have given up the 6th time. What could have happened? Yeah, so the 7th time is still go out there.
Steve's employee focuses more on beauty, threading, eyelashes, cavitation, and also facial. He has done beauty in 5 years. He believes Steve is an understanding employer.
Imekuwa poa, siendelea poa juu tunafanya kazi tukielewana. Tunanga chuki kusaidia watu penye unaenda ronga na kuonesha na huwezi kosea. Tunashirikiana kazini.
He loves working for Steve.
Sana sana mimi na lashes na eyebrows, facial na cavitation pia.
Now this is gel that helps the ultrasound waves to get through the skin. But right now here we are doing the scrubbing. The best scrubbing with this scrubber is that unlike other scrubs that you use and you scrub on your face, they have small particles that traumatize your face, and that's why most of the times they tell you after facial you don't do makeup, because your skin has been traumatized, because your skin has like small cuts. But with this one, after this facial, she can go ahead and do makeup and nothing will happen to her, because this scrubber is pushing the dead skin and the white side and the black heads at the same time. So the skin is not traumatized. This is cavitation slimming system. This slimming system is more like, if I can explain to somebody to understand kabisa, ni kama venye ladies go to look for a baby in the womb. So the same technology, they discovered that it farms the skin and melts the fat. So from that technology, ultrasound thing, that's where we come to get this cavitation. So we shall be concentrating on the tummy level. Sometimes men and women, they have concentration of very stubborn fat. Yeah, it's a problem to many people. So we concentrate on this one. So as I said earlier, the waves, they will get beneath the skin, but they don't get to the tissue or where the blood vessels are. So they just go to where the fat is, the fat content, that's where it is. Then the ultrasound waves, they will melt, they will cause some breakdown to the fat cells. So the breakdown will bring the meltdown. So the meltdown, it's going to be converted into proteins and glucose. The body does not store either. So it will go through the excretion system back itoke. So that's why it's good after this. She's supposed to drink a lot of water, and the lifestyle, avoid junk, carbohydrates after 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. Too much is not good. In 2 weeks' time, I've done like 3 or 4 sessions. So, in every session, you're losing like 2 to 3 inches. And if you're very active and you keep the rules and the aftercare, you can be losing even 3 sometimes. This is professional. This somebody, let's say, was a serious skin problem and the acne. Now this penetrates much deeper than the other one that we saw there. Yeah, and this one is for facelift. Fine lines along here, like aging lines. This one does a facelift, and you feel it, and even some few days time you see the difference. This is the second session, because each session is supposed to take like 15 minutes. This is the second session. This for those people with stubborn, like for years and years and years. And now this goes for those big bubbles of fat. Okay, it sucks inside, then sends the rays inside. Okay, it sucks because this hole here sucks like, and then these two, they're the ones which will send the ultrasound rays. Now this is the third stage. It's called multipolar. Now this one will soothe the skin, and then it also does the skin firming. Okay, so like somebody will be asking, like the skin will sag after the fat has been melted. Now this does the skin firming. Yeah, it's very good for skin farming, and then suits the skin and then puts it in a level way. Like those 2 inches that have been lost, it will make the skin to go back to those 2 inches.
Now that is all we had for you today on the New Discoveries show, but make sure you join us again next week for more company discoveries and services only on Fanaka TV, because we are strictly business.